Everywhere I go lately, Google, Apple, even my bank, I'm being asked to create a passkey. And maybe you've noticed it too. You log in and instead of just asking for your password, you get a pop-up that says, "Would you like to create a passkey?" And if you're thinking, wait, what even is a passkey and why am I suddenly being asked to create one everywhere I go? Well, you're not alone. So today I'm going to break it all down in plain English and explain what exactly is a passkey, do you really need a passkey, and why are these passkey prompts showing up all of a sudden? So first, what exactly is a passkey? Well, in plain English, a passkey is a newer, more secure way to log into your accounts without using a password. Instead of typing in a password, your phone or computer simply confirms it's really you using facial recognition or your fingerprint. It's basically like unlocking your phone, but now you can use it to log into websites and apps too. And here's one of the biggest differences between a passkey and a regular password. Your password can be stolen. A passkey cannot. That's because with a regular password, the website usually stores a copy of it in their system. And if their system gets hacked, well, your password could be exposed. With a passkey, there's nothing stored on their end. Your passkey lives securely on your device. So even if the website gets hacked, your login credentials are not sitting there waiting to be stolen. The big idea with using passkeys is simple. A passkey replaces your password, and it uses your device to prove it's really you, instantly and securely. So why all of a sudden are you seeing prompts to create a passkey? Well, it's not just Apple or Microsoft doing something on their own. This is part of a much bigger shift that's been quietly in motion for quite a while now. The effort is being led by a group called the FIDO Alliance, which stands for Fast Identity Online. It's a coalition made up of companies like Apple, Google, Microsoft, and now even major banks. Their goal is simple. Get rid of passwords and replace them with something that's safer and easier to use. Because passwords come with problems. They can be stolen, phished, reused across sites, or exposed in data breaches. Passkeys are designed to solve all of that. And there's also another reason tech companies are pushing passkeys so hard. Because when your login credentials are tied to your device, and that device is tied to a specific ecosystem like Apple or Google, it gives you fewer reasons to switch. It makes things more seamless, yes, but also more sticky. And that stickiness creates loyalty. And loyalty? That leads to revenue. So yes, this is about improving security. And yes, passkeys might actually make your life a little easier. But it's also about creating a tighter connection between you and the company because the longer you stay in their ecosystem, the more profitable you are to them. So now that you know what a passkey is and why you're suddenly seeing prompts to create a passkey, the big question then becomes, do you really need a passkey? Well, not necessarily, but you might want to try it. If you already use Face ID or your fingerprint to unlock your phone, and a trusted site like your bank or email provider offers the option to use a passkey, it's worth testing out. You don't have to switch over everything to passkeys, and honestly, I would not recommend that right now anyway. Passkeys themselves are solid, but support across websites is still limited. Some bigger websites do offer passkeys, but many sites still have not adopted passkeys yet. So depending on which website you use, you'll likely still need your saved passwords. That's why the safest and smartest move right now is this. Try a passkey on one or two important accounts like your bank or your email and see how it goes. If you like how it works, great. You can start using it in more places. And if it turns out to be more hassle than it's worth, you have not gone all in. You're not stuck. We'll talk more in a minute about what happens if you want to go back to using passwords because there are a few things to be aware of. Here's some other things you'll probably want to know regarding passkeys. What if I lose my phone or my phone gets stolen? Well, if your passkeys are backed up to iCloud or Google, they'll sync automatically to your new phone once you sign back in. So in most cases, you're covered. But if you've disabled cloud backup or never set it up, you could get locked out of some accounts. So yes, passkeys are secure, but without a backup, recovery can get a little tricky. What if someone else needs to access my account, like a spouse or an assistant? That's where passkeys can be limiting. They're unique to you. They're not meant for sharing. So unlike a password, you cannot just write it down or send it to someone. So if you're ever hospitalized or traveling or just unavailable, it could make things harder for the people trying to help you. And if you regularly share access to a site with a partner or a team member or even a trusted assistant, passkeys could introduce some unexpected friction. What if I try passkeys and don't like them? Can I switch back? In many cases, yes, you can still log in with your password even after setting up a passkey. But not every site allows it, and in some cases, turning off a passkey is not easy. So yes, you can usually go back, but it's not guaranteed. And it's rarely as simple as clicking a single button. Should I still be using traditional passwords? Yes, at least for now. Most websites still rely on passwords and have not adopted passkeys yet. So even if you start using passkeys here and there, you'll still need your regular passwords for most logins. Will passkeys sync across all my devices? Well, it depends on your setup. If you're using all Apple devices or all Google devices, syncing is usually pretty seamless. But if you're mixing things like, say, using a Windows laptop with an iPhone, syncing can still work, but it might just take a few extra steps. It's not a deal breaker, but it is something to be aware of if you expect everything to just magically sync right out of the box. So what's the verdict? Do you really need a passkey? Well, not yet, but it is probably worth getting familiar with. This isn't one of those dramatic overnight tech shifts, but it is the direction things are headed, slowly, quietly, and in some cases without much explanation. If you're curious, try a passkey on one or two important accounts like your bank or email and see how it feels. Worst case scenario, you'll learn how it works. Best case scenario, you might find it's faster, easier, and more secure than what you were doing before. Either way, you'll be ready. And if you like honest, plain English explanations like this, I've got another video that breaks down a similar quiet tech shift. This one's about Windows 11 and whether you actually need a new computer for Windows 11, and you can watch that video right here.